Yeah, I see Kenley and Sam's in. Hey, buddy. Hey, folks. How you doing? It's Monday night. Sorry about the noise. Construction people are at it down there. And I thought they were kind of quiet, but I guess they're not. Thankfully, I have a mic, so hopefully that'll overdrive their stupid noise. Boom, that poor pheasant. How's it going, Sam? You home yet? Cool. Now you can get back out to doing your trick shots and stuff. I'm hitting that 50 pretty good. I know you're excited. You got 360 something days to go, my boy. I'm hoping I'm financially able to go to that next year. I'd have to figure out the transportation because I hate driving, but I really would like to go. Wow, I hit that 40 twice now. I'm smoking it. 57 people in. Oh, couldn't get 3 in a row. Luckily, you weren't on when I first started. My first 10 shots weren't even close. Had to get warmed up, dialed in, and calmed down. I always hit between targets. Here we go. Ooh. Monkey Dave said hi. Hello. Sorry if I can't see some of your names real well because I'm outside in the sun. It's kind of hard to see those sometimes, but I'll do my best. You took a leather spin just broken from the rain. So you got your souvenir there, Sam? Little thing to hang on your trophy wall. Is it one you broke, I hope? That one down there, the 50 on the bottom, on the end, it just keeps hanging on. Good hard hit there, and it just keeps hanging on. Don't tell him. Sorry, you just broadcasted it live to 124 people, Sam. I think you're in trouble, buddy. I really don't think anybody would care. I'm waiting to see what Weston does with that spinner you gave him. See if he can kill it. What do you use as your back netting? That's a good question. It's a thick mesh net. I think you can get them at some of your craft stores or hobby stores. This particular one, because I'm not handy, there's a company called Omega Slings in the US. If you just Google in Omega Slings, you'll find them. And they sell that whenever they have it in stock. It's 5.5 foot by 5 foot. It was like $65. It's got the grommets around the top to hang it from. And it's working really good. It should last me a couple of years. I haven't put a hole in it or anything. So I don't know exact name for it, but they make it like that. And they also make smaller versions to fit in those drums like that. If you have one of those catch boxes, you can buy smaller versions of it to fit inside of those, which is real handy. But I bet if you went to your local big box store or fabric store or hobby store and looked in the fabric section, if you found some really heavy duty net, remember it's got to be big enough to stop so you don't send stuff through it. Like BBs might go through that, but I'm shooting 8mm steel ammo. Just got to make sure it's small enough weave that your ammo's not going to go through it. In mine, by the end of my shooting session, it's going to squeeze down a little bit from all the hits. And it has held up really well to the wind. It'll be shoved down a little bit, but it's held up really well. So I'm very happy with it. It was a well-spent $65. Good evening, Barefoot. How's it going, buddy? What up, Ron? Yes, Sam, I'm glad you got to hang out with Weston and Josh, too. I know you were looking forward to that. Boom! Got the 50. See if we can get the 40. We got 2 cans up there we got to blow up tonight. I was shooting a little last night. I didn't do a live last night because I just was exhausted. Been out and outside a lot the last couple of days, and I was just tired. But came out for just a couple of minutes with my piston and long draw. I was busting them cans pretty good, so I got hope for today. Hey, Ron. Oh, Sam, I was going to tell you, if you watch the Axum Outdoors video from ECST Day 2, at the very beginning, he's got the whole section where you're asking him to sign his hat and autograph it. I thought that was kind of cool. I said, hey, there's my buddy Sam. And somebody posted a picture. I think you and Barefoot were shooting next to each other or doing something. Thought that was cool too. Might have been in the knockdowns. I can't remember. Weston's a mule at destroy. Yes, he is a machine. I want to know what kind of feet per second he's getting on his ammo. I know he does the long draw. He's probably using a 2012 taper, but he's flinging 9.5mm. I would just be curious what his speed is, because his ammo just takes a beating and just falls apart in no time. I have a speculation that I use paracord to string my ammo up with, and I think Weston uses that flexible rubber string. So when you hit that ammo, it just goes whew, and it pushes the buse farther in and just spins around. I got to think that makes it damage a little bit quicker, maybe. I'm just speculating, because Barefoot, them 2 spinners you gave me are still holding on. That one I just hit was yours, Barefoot. It's on the bottom row there. The big one, it would be right in there. There's that 50 and that 40. And the 50 part that the rope goes through is torn about halfway, but it just is not giving up the ghost. It's still hanging in there. Got to get me a natty now? I can't see. Sorry. A crony now. Yeah, chronographs are fun. I got one off of Amazon. I think it was like under $50. Works fine. Not sure how accurate it is. There's that 50 again, Barefoot. But hey, it's consistent, so I like it. I've used it a few times. It's the one I used in the tritium video that you saw. I'm assuming you saw it. Colin said hi. Hey, Hawk's here. Hey, buddy. We were just talking about you because Sam was talking about how much you blow up spinners, which I agree. Question for you, Weston. I know you're using your tritium and your long draw and your 9.5. What is your taper and what kind of feet per second are you getting? Because your spinners only last like 10 hits and then they fall apart. And I got 2 down here from Barefoot that just won't break. Just curious what kind of feet per second you're getting on your stuff, Weston. Kenny said hi. He's back. Latex in a video is going to be awesome. Yeah, Sam's got some of your latex, and he's going to see if he can string some up and do some nasty work with it. But since Weston's here, I got to get the long draw piston out. For those of you that don't know, the latex I'm using, the purple on this Slingshot and the pink on this one, it's from Tritium Sling Co. That's Weston Hawk Slings. That's his brand of elastic he had formulated for the way he wanted it. And I'm a believer. I like it. Now, Weston, I'm not as good a shot as you. Keep that in mind, all right? Keep that in mind. I'm not as good as you. But I'm having fun. You know, I just learned full butterfly. I don't know if you've seen me try it yet, but here we go. Let's see if I can bust the can. I'm going to go for that top one first. Oh, that first couple of shots, always my shoulder hurts. So I got to loosen her up a little bit. Should probably quit doing this for a couple of days and let it heal. Where would the fun in that be, though? Not very accurate on this tonight. Yesterday I was busting them cans fast. All right. There we go. Got a hole all the way through it. I saw it on the back side. Tell me if my form sucks, Weston. These safety glasses are working way better. I bought them fancy, expensive ones from the store the other day, and I couldn't see squat out of them. I'm trying to get used to them because I'm going to a camp later this month for boys. We're doing slingshots, and they're going to have to wear safety glasses, so I need to be able to shoot with them as well. So I'm trying my best to get used to wearing them. Plus, when the people come on and rail on me about not wearing them, I think they can't do it then. All right, squirrel, get out of the way. He stops by that tree and eats his peanut. Dumb squirrel. You shooting full? Yeah, I saw you were shooting that Barefoot. Way to go. Hope your shoulder hurt feels better than mine. One day we can't miss, and that's all. Yep, and I don't know if that's the case today because I've only had a few shots, but eventually I think I start hitting, so we'll see how bad it is tonight. Because Weston's on, he's intimidating me. These safety glasses, when I do long draw, I'm actually seeing out from under the nose. I'm not even seeing through the glass. That's why I can shoot with it. Oh, that was dead on, just low. You see the little squirrel by the tree? right there. Well, he didn't want to be on camera, I guess. So he went on up the tree to eat his dinner. Somebody said hi, hello. Starts with a P. Sorry, I can't see very good. Douglas. Hello. I don't have my reading glasses out here tonight, too. No, we don't eat squirrels here. Plus, I don't like wild game, but you're not allowed to hunt with a slingshot where I live in Wisconsin. Bandage my middle bridge. Little butterfly and the ammo straight out of the pouch. Yeah, that sucks. Can't say that's never happened to me. Somebody said hi. I can't see your name very well, but thank you. Do you eat elk? I don't hunt and I don't do wild game mostly. If I have had any, it's because somebody gave me some. I can't remember. A friend of mine used to go hunting, and I can't remember if he gave us elk nuggets or moose nuggets. But they were good. I enjoyed them. I had rabbit chili once. I didn't make it, but I'm not a hunter. But I have a friend that will hunt anything. There we go. Boom. Boomity boom. 240 feet. So you're right in the ballpark. My short draw gets about 220 to 230, so we're in the ballpark. Oh, I killed that one. Thanks for that info too, Weston. It's good to know. So I'm in the ballpark. I could blow up spinners like you now, I guess. I got a crony. Mine. I'm running 1810, and I got 320 working length from here to here, which is a little longer than what you guys use, but I'm still learning. So, plus my shoulder hurts. Getting pretty good smacks on that can, though. It will cut a can. It just baffles me how you hardly ever miss. I hardly ever hit. That squirrel jumped that time. It's okay, little buddy. I ain't shooting at you. My wife just threw them out a bunch of peanuts, so they're all running around. $19.11. That's what I like to shoot, but I cut it $250. Holy crap! I don't think I could pull that back. Probably get $230 with the pink. That's I don't think I could pull $230 out back far enough. I'm just a wussy boy, I guess. It's kind of fun information to know. I appreciate that. Now I got something to gauge mine by. I got to get my crony. It's at the church in my range there that I use where they shoot archery. I got to bring it home and the tripod from there so I can set it up and try it out here sometime. I want to do some more speed tests for my channel just for fun. You got a good tear in the bottom of that can. A couple of good hits in just the right spot will cut it. Got to get that good hit though. I hit the string. I couldn't do that if I tried. Ooh, that one went way awry. Oh, that put a hurt on it, boys. You should probably heard that. Bro, you need a wrist rocket. No, I don't need a wrist rocket. Do glass marbles. Well, that would be kind of fun, except if they hit something hard and they shatter, they're going to make a mess. Let me address that wrist rocket. I've got one. The problem with wrist rockets, they use that big old fat surgical tubing that is nearly impossible to pull back. Jordan Smothers from Simpleshot did a draw weight pull on one of those, and it was 21 pounds to get it up to a specific distance. Then he pulled one of these back with equal length bands, and it was 7 pounds. The reason it has a wrist brace is because that surgical tubing is so hard to pull back. But because it's thick and the walls are thick, it has no retraction speed. It does not retract quick enough. If you notice on here, it's thicker here than it is here. So what happens is when I let go, there's less resistance in my elastic, so it goes faster. I have a friend that brought his wrist rocket out. I was teaching him to shoot in his backyard. He said, I got new bands for my wrist rocket. We're going to try it. It's like, okay. We put a target out about 10 yards. He couldn't get it to the target. He pulled his regular slingshot out that I helped him find and started hitting the target right away. So wrist rockets have their place. If you cut those big tubes off and you put some of these kind of bands on them, they're good shooters. I've got one. It's just I need to replace the bands because they're falling off. Boom. We're killing it. I actually did a video on my channel, if you go check it out, how to fix your wrist rocket, where I show you how to put regular bands on it and make it shoot good. I got to reband it, and then I can bring it out and shoot it and show you. I'm too busy having fun. These kind of slingshots, you don't need a wrist brace on because the pull on them is so lightweight. Between 5 and 7 pounds for a full pull, as opposed to 20, 30 pounds. I've got a Hammer XT from Simpleshot that you shoot arrows with, like archery. And the tubes that came on it varied from 25 or 30 to 40 plus pounds, depending on how you installed them. I couldn't pull that back. So I got 2 pieces of 0.7 millimeter latex from Simpleshot, and I took the D-loop off, banded it up on that, and I got it dialed into 20-pound pull. It exactly matches the archery bows the kids use in the archery club, and so I shoot alongside of them. It works great. Sorry, I can't see some of the names. Hey, you didn't know Rangers still exist. I was there when I was a kid. Yes, they are. We still have them here where I live. I'm a leader. In fact, they are having their big summer camp here in a couple of weeks. I'll be going. One of the activities is slingshots, and you can guess who's running it. Hoping to get a couple of kids shooting. To let them all just give them a slingshot and let them do stuff. But kids that show an aptitude and a desire, I'm going to teach how to shoot. If they want to come back and learn. It'll be fun either way. We're going to take some water jugs and some big pie plates, aluminum. Take a couple of my targets so I can do demos. Got to take some cans so we can bust them up. For sure. Kids will like that. Thinking of taking a couple of water balloons. I got a whole bunch of natty frames that Danny Strike gave me at Midwest Spring Sling that I've got all but 3 banded up. And that'll take me all of a half hour to get finished. Hey, thanks, man. Rangers is fun. Can you hit anything? Yeah. This is a very difficult advanced style of shooting. And I've just learned it, and I'm getting my aim dialed in. If I pull my regular slingshot out, I hit a lot more. I'm just trying to cut that can. I like doing it on this long draw because it's harder and the can's a little bigger, and it's just a lot of fun. But yes, I can hit stuff. It's just, this is the harder style of shooting that I have not mastered. I'm learning. It's called practice. I'm just dumb enough to do it with an audience. All right, let's get one more hit, and then we'll park this and pull the other slingshot out and finish off that can. Let's do that. It's high, so I know what I got to do. Take my time. I was wobbling. Everything was falling, and I let go, and that was a disaster. I'm lucky it didn't go somewhere it shouldn't. All right, a couple more tries, and then we'll go to a regular slingshot. There we go. That was a good hit. All right, we're going to put this one away. Yeah, it takes a while to master the long draw. It's a much harder skill to learn. Is that Thrillbilly? Yeah, Thrillbilly's here. Woohoo! What's with the hat? Royal Rangers. It's a boys' ministry I work with. Plus, it's a big brim hat to protect me from the sun because I've had skin cancer 3 times. And when I'm really going to be outdoors, I wear one with a bigger brim. All right. So people that think I can't hit, this slingshot is much more accurate. The reason is I have an anchor point right here solid against my face. It's much steadier. The one I was shooting, you're back here and you're just hoping everything's right. Good morning from Australia. Good evening from America. As you can see, this looks a lot steadier. And we'll polish off that can pretty quick now. So for those that asked if I can hit anything, yes, I can. I just need to get the one I'm really good at out. Ooh, that put a hurt on it. Next good hit, it might come down. I'm going to zoom in so you can see it fall. Woo! It is, right? There. Steve is here. Here we go. Let's see if we can drop it. Sorry if I missed some of your names as they go by. I did bring my reading glasses out tonight, so it's harder to see. Plus the sun is kind of glaring on my phone. I'm going right through the cuts of the can. Okay, here we go again. It's out of focus. Is that better? Hopefully that's better. It was probably grabbing my slingshot. All right, let's hit the top of it and just hammer it. Keep aiming for the bottom. Let's go for the big part. Sorry if you're getting static. My mic got turned. Hopefully that's better. Dang, it's hitting everywhere except the perfect spot. You can hear it still hitting. It's just not doing any damage. It's holding by a thread. It's hurting now. Here we go. Oh, get out of the way, little squirrel. He's coming down the tree. Run. Go ahead. Run across. There he goes. There goes my friend. Woohoo! He's gone. Dang. This can refuses to give up. I'm hitting it everywhere. It's so mangled. Good, I got that focus fix for you. That's what happens when you use autofocus. You okay, little squirrel? It's okay. I'm not gonna hurt you. Man, there can't be much left. Drop my ammo. I'm just shooting right through where the gaps are in the can now. He's back on the tree. All right, one more hit. It's got to go. It's got to go. There it went. Boom! Can't see it fall. Hit the bottom piece. That's what I was shooting for. It's just it was on a weird angle. And I'm not sniper good yet. I know, I wanted you to see the can, not me. Sorry, Sam, I'm back now. That's okay, Thrillbilly, it's fine. Yes, finally. It's done. All right, let's shoot something else. Let me go get the can and show it to you. I need to move a little bit from my leg. I'm trying not to cut myself. That would not be good. Just back so it's there. Just leave this here. There's the other piece of can. Still got another one for later. You can see where we just, it's shredded bad. Zoom in a tiny bit so you can kind of see a little better. All right, I'm going to keep shooting at that pheasant because I just like hit him. Excuse me. I wasn't standing still when I shot that one. Oh, poor little pheasant. That'll be fun, Sam. Discord's a fun place. Just, I'm not real good at it. Plus tomorrow I have to work. And then tomorrow night, I have to go to my RC club because we're having our monthly meeting. I take a plane and fly it a couple of times, hang out with some of my peeps, my RC peeps. You guys are my sling peeps. There we go. We got Barefoot's 50mm spinner. Hey, Knife Nut, how's it going? So Sam got you shooting long draw. Are you as bad at it as I am? It's a different world, isn't it? It's a little bit harder. Which sling you using for long draw, Knife Nut? Dallas? Or did he loan you one? Pickle forks are crying for long draw. All right, let's see if I can hit that frog. He's way over here. First shot. See if I can hit him again. I got him again. Let me go and wind him. He's all wound up. Nope, he's about to fall off too. So I better retie him. Good square knot on there. I should hold him. He's got a hole in his leg and he's got 3 pieces of ammo inside of him. See if we can blow his leg off. So my frog is about done. I'm gonna have to go to the dollar store and buy some more. They were a bag of 5 for like $1.25 or $1.50. Somebody gave you a pickle fork. Cool. Bands at 21.12. Holy Nikes. Oh, you're not Knife Nut, sorry. Can't see that well. Whoever's got that, that's a serious band. A package from Weston came. You got to roll the purple and a bunch of pouches and some frames. Oh, you can cleaned up. Hey, Yeet, got a question for you, buddy. Mr. Yeet. I know we've chatted a number of times. I, for the life of me, can't remember your first name. Are we friends on Facebook? If we're not, look me up and send me a friend request. I want to shoot you some messages and maybe send something your way if we can come up with something. Because you keep the trolls out of here and you do a thankless job. Hunting setup, even when target shooting helps me. Hey, that makes a world of sense. I don't hunt. I'm not allowed to hunt with these here in Wisconsin. And so I'm strictly target shooting. But yeah, that'll put a hurt on a squirrel real fast. I know I give you thanks every live, but I'd like to do a little more. What's your name anyway? I forget your name. I'm sure you told me at some point. Boom. Hit that 50 again. All right. Here's my official Yeet. Thank you so much for being a moderator on my live streams. Without you, I would be filled with trolls. Trolls suck. And if it wasn't for you, it wouldn't be as much fun. People call me Joe. All right. Well, that's a start. At least I know where to start. If you're on Facebook, send me a friend request if we're not already friends. If we are, send me a message. All right, Yeet? Should I call you Joe? People call me Joe. I'm old and I forget names sometimes. Sorry. Plus, I got so many people coming in. I can't remember everybody. Hitting that 50 leather pretty good tonight. We got 43 likes, 111 people online. Some of you guys need to double tap your screen real quick. Doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't hurt either. We got our permission from a hard creature's harder than a rabbit. Yeah, you got to get a good hit right on the noggin for a squirrel. You hit one in the body, you're not going to kill them. I know I've seen a lot of YouTube videos where they hunt rabbits with slingshots. I think they're using like 1/2 inch ammo on them things. Like 1mm bands with a massive taper on them. I got an announcement. I'm going to work on my own slingshot tournament. I'll give you updates. Sounds fun, Mr. Sam. You got your parents on board, I hope. Yes, Thrillbilly appreciates your help too. Thrillbilly and Yeet are my two main guys for moderators. Rakin' Raccoon pops in every now and then. He's not quite as regular. But Yeet and Thrillbilly, you guys are the best, man. I wish we were closer. We'd get together and blow up some spinners. Yes, Thrillbilly does a lot, and I actually... we chat a lot on Facebook Messenger. We almost every day we are wasting our day away talking to each other. And I ended up sending him some bands. He wanted to try the pink tritium, so I sent him some tritium bands as a thank you. So I'd like to do the same thing for you if you'd like some bands or there's something else I could do. Just to say thanks, because you're spending your own time watching me play. Sometimes I'm not available. Yeah, I know Thrillbilly's got health issues, but he's a good guy. I pray for Mr. Thrillbilly all the time. Uh-oh. This is not good, people. Look what happened. The wrap on my pouch came loose. If I pull that back, it's coming out. So I guess we're going to my backup. That's the first time that has ever happened. Must not have tied very good because them bands are brand new. They probably don't have but 100 shots on them. You're just defective. Or as you said, Thrillbilly, your body aged quicker than you did. I do have the Torque X banded up. I can't remember if I might have banded. No, I didn't band it, but I don't know. Anyway, this isn't my favorite. I'm gonna have to get a couple shots on this to get the feel of it. Because, oh, this has got. Well, these are 2012s. Okay. All right. Forgive me if I miss a few shots because I haven't shot this in a while. Should be very similar to my LT2. Oh, got the pheasant. That's good. Yeah, my just look up Philip Hinkle. I got a red slingshot as my profile. Can't miss me. I'm in all four of the groups. Yeet. Mr. Yeet, do you have a Torque X? Just curious if you have a Torque X and do you like it? Hitting that 50. 117 and 52 likes. That's awesome. Somebody left me some kind of a little gift that might turn into a penny or two, too. That's cool. 53 likes. Let's get some double taps. Get it up to 60 and I'll blow that other can up. I know you're weird, Sam. You got rid of your beam flip. Do you have a Torque X? Do you have a Torque X? Ooh, there's a water bottle. I bet I can hit that. Yeah, Sam's in, was it Burgaw? B-U-R-G-A-W, something like that. Yeah, I missed some comments, Sam. Sorry. Thrillbilly's in Virginia. I knew that. Not sure where Yeet's at. I got the string that the frog is on. There we go. Got the little frog. I saw that. I saw that one, Sam. Oh! If you're going to do that, Sam, there's a lot of work involved in it. But put your mind to it, buddy. If you accomplish it, it'll be pretty awesome. Because we can't have too many slingshot tournaments. We need more. I would love to organize one up here, but I got nobody to help me. Ever do archery? Hef said, yes, I do. I'm not any good at it. Sam wanted to be free cheeseburger. I like that. At my church, 3 blocks down the road, we have an archery club. It's this thing, same thing the kids use in school, NASP, North America National Archery in the Schools program. And I'm an instructor there. But just because I'm an instructor doesn't mean I'm a good shot. I can teach the kids the fundamentals in the 11 steps. I can run a safe range. I can teach them safety. But I don't shoot enough to be good at it. But I enjoy it. I have a great fun, yeah. I can hit the target. I did get a, it's called a Hammer XT. It's a bow sling. It's a slingshot that has a whisker biscuit in the middle. And I got some doubled up bands. It has like a 20-pound pole on it, so it matches the Genesis bows. And I'll shoot that with the kids sometime. Not any good at that either because I don't do it enough to get consistent. But every now and then I'll have a good round, get a couple 9s and 10s with it. It's mostly 6s and 7s. Traditional wooded recurve built in the 50s. Oh, that sounds totally cool. I bet it's really pretty. I bet that's really pretty, man. There's some really pretty recurves out there. I don't know that I've, since I actually learned how to shoot archery the right way, I don't think I've ever shot a recurve. I'd like to give it a whirl. I'm not paying attention right now. That's why I'm shooting like I suck. Heavy up. Holy smokes. That's a heavy pull. My pastor and his son have compound bows. And they let me try one day, and they had that thing dialed up all the way at 70 pounds. I couldn't even budge the stupid string. It's like, dude. I know with a compound bow, once you get it past a certain point, it pops. And it just drops right into your hand. I couldn't even get it there. I need like a 30-pound bow. I'm very domesticated. I'm not an outdoor guy. I don't work in construction trades or anything. I sit behind a desk and edit video all day. So I'm more of a domesticated person. £60. I can maybe move the string that far. Get out of the way, squirrel. They get heavy and use your legs and back. Yeah, I've seen the people you have to. I like watching the videos where they're using them on trick shots. It's kind of cool. I like watching the gun trick shots too. I got an idea for a trick shot. Tell me if it'll work. Got to find some Hot Wheel track. And people I asked, they don't have any Hot Wheel track anymore. We need a couple sections of Hot Wheel track in a loop. And we'll set it a height where I can shoot down the track through the loop, and when it comes out, hits a target. That's my idea for a trick shot. I just need some Hot Wheel track. Thrift stores here ain't got squat. 120 pounds. Holy smokes. Those are some burly dudes pull that back. I think I've seen some because those things show up in my Reels feed all the time. The guys that get them and they're like, I was like, oh God, that hurts to watch. Is that a Royal Ranger hat? Yes, it is a Royal Ranger hat. I'm a leader in my local outpost here in Wisconsin. They're very popular here. Boys Camp's coming up later this month. Slingshots is going to be one of the activities the kids get to do, and I'll be handling that activity. Dad used to shoot with a guy named Doug McQuillan. He was a European champion. Done a load of trick shots. I love archery trick shots. The one I don't understand how they do is where they shoot and it goes around poles and stuff. I don't understand how they do it. Just don't get it. All right, we're going to go back to the long draw and see if we can bust up a can some more. See how we do. All right, for those that are new, this is a more advanced slingshot. It's not one that you'll want to start with because you will get hurt if you do. It's a special technique to shoot. And as you can see, before I was anchoring right here, which gives you a point of contact for stability. With this, you're drawing like this. So the stability is a little shakier. And my aim is not consistent. And I put these on my fingers because sometimes the band comes back and hits me and it hurts. I was in it too when I was a kid, way back in the 70s. It started in 64, and I think they brought it to my church when I was 7, so about 68. I was born in 61. Anyway, this is the more complicated style shooting. We're shooting at the bottom can, which is right there. And I've got a sore shoulder from practicing this all the time, so it takes me a couple shots to loosen it up. I didn't think that was going to be a good shot. It didn't sound good, but it hit. I am not near as accurate with this, so you will be viewing a lot of misses. Hey, CG, how's it going, buddy? CG's here to watch me learn butterfly and practice butterfly and miss a lot. He's one of the regulars. You got a few regulars in here today. Hawk was in for a few minutes. Thribbly and Eater here. Sam's here. A few others that I forget. I think that shot in my garage. I gotta slow down and take my time. I'm going too fast. There we go. See, I take my time, I do better. This looks fun. Yes, it is a lot of fun. I like shooting. I'm not a hunter. You can't hunt with these where I live. I just like target shooting. I've always liked target shooting, but I've never got to do it. When I was a kid, every chance somebody let me shoot a BB gun or a bow and arrow, whatever, I'd like to doing it. And for somebody that never got to do it, I did okay. And so this came along. It's pretty quiet. It's really cheap. And I just kind of taken to it and love doing it. How to use one of those. Let me make this shot, Marco, and I will come back and I'll give you a quick lesson. How's that? Ooh, I even hit it. That makes me happy. Put that there so I can get my slingshot out there and show you. Okay. Here's the scoop. All right. First, I don't know your name because you're just a bunch of ones and zeros, so I'm assuming you're binary. Because 0 and 1s are the binary. I'm a computer programmer. I used to be. So I know that stuff. Anyway. First, if you're curious and really want to dive in deep, if you go down in my description, there is a link to a Slingshot Basics course that I created. It's 4 or 5 or 6. I keep adding to it. Videos on the basics of different kinds of slingshots, styles, grips, aims, all that kind of stuff. Pouches, ammo, anchor points, that dives in deeper than what I'm about to tell you. So make sure to go and watch that if you're interested. If you want to get a slingshot, these are like $40, $50. They're not super expensive. In the US, a company called Simpleshot. And there is a link in the description. Also, if you make a purchase from there, it helps me out a little bit. I get a couple pennies of commission. All right. So I'm going to give you 4 or 5 different quick things that make it fundamental. Okay. First, here's what everybody does wrong when they're shooting a slingshot. They grab the ammo like this in front. They grab the pouch in front of the ammo. See how that's in front? You're supposed to grab it right here. The reason is when it's in front like that, when you let go, generally one finger comes off quicker than the other, and it's usually this one is going to move farther. See how it moves farther? So when you do that, and you're pinched up there, you let go, and that thumb becomes a speed bump. Oops, I dropped my ammo. And when you have a speed bump, it's going to propel your ammo up, and you'll get frame hits. You'll shoot it over your head. You'll shoot it in places you don't want it to go. Let me zoom out a little bit so I'm not right up in your face. Come on, phone. Sorry. Okay, here we go. All right, so now I'm not mugging you. All right, so that's the pouch. Let me get another piece of ammo. Actually, I got a piece of clay ammo here on the ground that I was shooting. They're bigger so you can see better. Okay, so what you want to do is when you pinch it, see I'm pinching the ammo, not the pouch, you do the ammo. See, that's the first big step. The next big step is an anchor point. And I go over that in my video. I'm not going to dive into it, how to dial it in and figure it out. But my anchor point is the lower part of my cheekbone, right on the bottom. So when I pull back with my ammo in my pouch, I pull back and my thumb goes right there every time. Muscle memory. So when you do that, you'll get your aim started right. Okay, there's a couple different things on how to grip your slingshot. I do the side grip. There's different kinds of grips. The most popular is the side, or we call it gangsta. So anyway, holding it like this, so you make sure the handle, this is an ergonomic one, so it's a little wonky, but the handle should be parallel to the ground. The forks should be perpendicular to the ground. They shouldn't be this way or this way, because if they're this way, this band is going to have more tension on it, which means it's going to propel the ammo into your fork or your hand. Don't ask me why. I know that's painful. So, parallel, perpendicular. Parallel, perpendicular. Now, the aim part. This is the fun part. This is the 90-second tutorial. All right. When you pull back and you see me aiming, you see me doing this with my hand. All right. See the bands? You can see both bands, right? Okay. Now we can see one band. When those bands, I like to say when the bands get married and the two become one. When the bands become one, that's your aim. You aim down that top band. And most slingshots, you band them up where your band ends at the very top corner. So you use that corner to aim with. So if you do it, if it's like this, it's going to go way off where it doesn't want to. But when it's lined up perfect, and when I'm on my anchor point, you'll see me wiggling my hand just a little bit to get those bands lined up exactly where I want them. So here's how we do it. Okay, so I'm going to pull back. I'm going to put my anchor. Now I do this quicker because I'm used to it. But in a nutshell, I got my anchor. I'm going to pull back, adjust with my hands. Okay, they're one. Put my tip on the target, and then you miss. But I was very close. Let's do it. Let's do the can. Okay, on one, wind up, boom. That's how you shoot a slingshot. Again, that Slingshot Basics course down in the bottom is a great way to get started. Hope that helped you. Hope that explains some stuff and it makes sense to you. All right, I see Sam's been talking to people. Mowed front yard, playing my TV first time, and definitely be back. Hey, thanks, Preston. Appreciate that. I hope that helped a little bit. Feel free to reach out to me. I love to help. One of my gifts is teaching. I love explaining stuff, and that's why I'm doing this so much. And I just love doing it. So feel free to reach out to me. If you're on Facebook, I actually put a link to my Facebook profile in the description, and with the Simpleshot and the Basics course as well for you. So feel free to shoot me a friend request. If you got questions, I'll be glad to help you out. Sam's talking about the slingshot he's gonna order. Are you a soldier? No, I'm not a soldier. My dad was in the National Guard, but I'm not. Got to get me a slingshot now. Hey, William, I'd love that. Just go down into Simpleshot and down in the description, use that Simpleshot link. The one to get, this is one of the good ones to start with. I would be shooting this if you just came in. The thing that ties my band came loose. So if I pull this back, it's going to come off. See how that one's tied up? I can't shoot this, but this is what right now, my go-to sling. It's the one I first learned to shoot really good. It's called the Scout LT2. On Simpleshot, it's like $49.99. You can get a starter pack for $79.99. It has targets, elastic, ammo, a pouch to carry it in, carrying pouch, and all kind of stuff. $49.99. It's all it is. Under $100 you're shooting. And please, when you first start out, shoot clay. I'm shooting steel because I've been doing it a while. But clay, if it hits stuff, it shatters. If it hits your fork, it doesn't damage it. It just leaves a white spot. There's a few on mine, you can see. But yeah, use clay. And then if you're shooting outside in the yard, it just turns into mud when it gets wet. I would be shooting this one, except it's down for the count right now. So yeah, use that Simpleshot link. I'd love that. Track Attack, how's it going, buddy? I've seen your videos online. You're kind of like the sniper dude, slingshot and sniper. That looks like a nice frame he built you. A Track Attack is a pretty darn good shot too, guys. If you haven't checked his channel out, was it Track Attack 911? Go check his channel out. In fact, throw a link to your channel or the ID for your channel, Track Attack, and I'll pin the post. He does a lot of shorts, but he's kind of like, if you've seen the dude from Turkey or Germany or wherever, Slingshot Sniper, that doesn't speak. He's like Slingshot Sniper's buddy. I think he's the American version of it. But he's a really good shot. So throw your link up there. I'll pin it. Boom. Track Attack. I'm just learning full butterfly, so please don't laugh. Ooh, that was two really good shots. That thing's about to go. Hello, Commander. Dietrich Borden. Hello. Somebody said hi. I can't make it out. Tyler. That's awesome. Thank you. I see comments being held for review. You guys be careful what you're saying. This is a family-friendly channel. Don't talk politics. We talk slingshots. Sometimes we talk food. And sometimes we talk smack. But we keep it clean. Oh, you're the GMA kid a few streams back. Hey, cool. Thanks, man. Thanks for coming back. Hey, if you're interested, shoot me a message on Facebook and I'll get you set up and help you get going. I'm excited for our camp this year where we're going to have slingshots and I get to teach kids. Had a Sears version in the mid-80s. I bet you it was a wrist rocket. Yo, Track Attack, if you're still here, throw your YouTube link up. Your channel link. I think if you just type in Track Attack 911, you'll find him. But he's a good one to follow. I highly recommend it. Some of the leather spinners were getting torched in the practice range. I'll bet they were. Okay, there it is. Hang on. Pin message. All right, there we go. So, Track Attack, that's his ID. If you haven't followed him, please go do. He's a good dude. He shoots way better than I do. And he's got some nice slings. He gets them from the Slingshot Sniper. I'd love to try one of those, but I don't got the money for one. I'm not ready to go that deep yet. I'm a Simpleshot person. I love my Simpleshots. This is really the only one I have that's not Simpleshot. And I got it specifically for long draw. Dude, I'm going right through the gap where it's torn. My aim is not precise this way yet that I can dial it into a specific area. I'm dead on in that gap. Dang it, come on, Philip. No, that one wasn't. A good can, it would have smacked it a couple of times on those last shots. Yeah, we should do a live one day together, Track Attack. I would love to do a combo Track Attack live. I've been wanting to do one. I've been wanting to do one with Andy Lowe. Be kind of fun. Shoot me a message on Facebook if we're not already friends, and let's see if we can schedule one. I'm not sure where you're at time-wise. I'm in the central time zone in America, in Wisconsin. That'd be fun watching. Everybody could watch you out shooting. Man, I'm all over that can. It's just hanging. It's got weird angles now. There it goes. Boom. We broke that can. With long draw. That makes me happy, 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 happy. I was shooting pretty good with it there. All right, let's go back to the short draw where I'm much better. Is Yeet still around? My buddy Yeet. All right, what are we going to shoot, boys? Tell me what to shoot at. Going to go for what's left of that can. And Sam, don't be telling me shoot a fly off the front of the 40 millimeter. Because I know Sam will do that. Or he'll tell me to go back to 25 yards and hit a 40 millimeter, which I tried and never, that was tough. Especially with this slingshot. I'm not as accurate with it. Seven o'clock. We've been on for an hour 10. We got 161 on. 100 likes. Well, man, we're killing it tonight. Guess I should shoot at the pheasant before pheasant needs to get hit. I've seen you on here a couple of times, Track Attack, and I didn't put the pieces together until today, who you were. Because I'd seen your channel a couple of times. I should bring a golf tee out one day. I got a bunch of them. And put a clay, 9.5 clay ammo on top and see if I can hit it. That'd be kind of fun. Probably take me a while. Especially if I'm using this slingshot. This is not my favorite frame. Dang, it's 7 o'clock and the road construction people are still working over there. Oh, sorry, I didn't see my messages. There's lots of them more here. Sorry. Wrist rocket, forgotten. Yep, they're still out there. If you put these kind of bands on them, they shoot a lot better. It's actually cool. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I enjoy doing it. Yes, if you're good at making stuff, just go get a tree branch, put some elastic on it. Doesn't take anything fancy. A tree fork will work just fine. I have lots of Simpleshot thanks to my wife. I'm an affiliate, so when people buy my link, I get a little kickback, and I appreciate it. I'm just buying more Simpleshot. But I got the Torque X, I got the LT2. I got 2 Axiom X's that I have now retired. The red one, for some reason, it got out of whack. I could not stop frame hits on it, no matter what I did. And I tried retuning it and dialing it back in, and I just couldn't. No matter what movements I made, nothing changed. So I parked it, and I've got some Axioms coming my way. Just a straight-up Axiom, non-adjustable. Looking forward to those. I like Liberty. They are some sweet slingshots. I saw some of those at the Midwest Spring Sling. They were nice. That dude makes some pretty stuff. Not quite Moan Waller pretty, but almost. Bought $140.90 from Dave Longwell. Yeah, I saw that one, Sam. That thing's a beaut. Maybe next Saturday. What's next Saturday? I'd have to see. The weather's good on Saturday mornings. I like to go fly in my RC planes. I got to give that hobby a little bit of love. But Saturday evening, I might be down. Can't remember if I got stuff going on. You live in Alabama, down south. I'm from Texas, so I still got a little southern drawl to me. You think I'd have gone, but I'm sure it's nice. Yeet is around far right. Okay, the little spinner, far right. Okay, your right is my left because my screen's backwards. That's the big spinner. So I'll go for that one. Again, this is my backup slingshot that's not my favorite. There we go. Got her. Howdy from Wyoming. Hey, Daniel, how's it going? Right, are in Wisconsin. I need to put more videos. Yeah, I do video for a living, but I've got a process down. When I make my videos, it takes about 20-30 minutes to shoot them and probably hour to an hour and a half to edit them. So thank you for watching. Hey, my pleasure. Good channel, good guy. Guys, make sure to check out Track Attack 911. My RC trucks and my monster truck broke. Yeah, that's the, other hobbies cost us money. Mulberry web, that's pretty. Does it shoot good? My birthday's coming up, so I think you need to send your significant other a link to Simpleshot to buy you one. Long Draw's on. Uncle Roy's on. Aloha from Hawaii, where I'm from. People using that for fighting. Oh, that's funny. RC is very expensive, I know. I fly RC airplanes. And for the cost of one basic airplane, I could buy like 7 or 8 Slingshots. $50. RC plane, at least $300. Unless you go to a swap meet and buy an old one that's been used. Get some deals there, but then you got a radio, which can cost hundreds of dollars, if not more. Batteries, because I fly electric. They're generally about $15 to $20 for small ones, up to $60 or $70 for bigger ones. So yeah, it's fairly pricey. That's why I'm liking Slingshot more. Plus, I do both on my YouTube channel. That's why it's called Philip's Hobbies. Let me tell you this. I posted 2 weeks ago, I posted that video of my twin Spitfire that I built over the winter, made out of foam board from the dollar store. And I posted the review of it. I told how I built it. I showed the maiden flight, the very first flight. And I put it on all the RC groups that I'm on Facebook to promote the video. It's been 2 weeks and I have less than 100 hits on it. Less than 100. The video I put out this week for Slingshots on what to do if my shooting sucks, little tips to get you back on target. It's been what, 4 days? It's got like 600 views. So Slingshot people like their videos way more than the RC people do. So I won't be making many RC videos, sorry. Thanks for being respectful. Hey, not a problem. Thanks. God, good to see someone not begging for money. I just beg for likes. No, just kidding. I'm doing this. I do make money off of YouTube. I don't make much. I just finally broke into the monetization area. But I don't have any delusions I'm going to make this a living. So I'm just kind of doing it for fun. Great to see someone. Thanks for being respectful. I try and be. But if you become a troll, I will cut your butt. Batteries for RC cars are hitting $80 a pop. Yeah, if you're getting the big 4S and 6S batteries. Whew. Especially if you buy the name brands from the hobby stores. Those will always cost a lot more. I would love to. Well, if you come to Wisconsin, Andrew, I'll teach you. I'm an instructor at my club. The Kyosho Nitro. Ooh, nitro. That'll get you in a lot of trouble. I love the smell of nitro in the morning. Hello from Western North Carolina. How's it going, trust in God? I am doing well. Have you ever used Jinpu bands? No, I haven't. I know that Mr. Slingshot Sniper swears by them. I have not used them. Most of the bands I had when I started were all the Simpleshot black, and I don't like black bands for the simple reason I can't see to aim them as well because it's harder to see the black. But they're good bands. Then I tried some Precision .55 in yellow, and they were pretty good, and they shot pretty well. And then I think I hit an irregular spot in the bands because my physics and my everything was right. I was doing all of the right things, and the shots were just going into the ground, or into the air, or bouncing off of stuff and hitting the business in my backyard. And I got scared, and I just parked them. And then I ordered the tritium from Hawk Slings. That's what this purple and the pink on my long draw are. They're .45, and they've been real good to me. And that's just what I shot. When I find something I like, But I'm kind of getting to the point I'm ready to try something different just to see what else is out there. But I just like these. They're nice and juicy pull. They're not hard. They work. Make interesting, wild, interesting slingshots and try them out. But you make them, and yes, sir, sing. I've tried to come up with some, and I've done a few. I've cut a playing card. I've took 2 bottles and put a playing card between them and knocked the playing card out. In fact, if you watch my videos, that's at the very end of my intro. I tried hammering a nail the other day. That didn't work. I'm looking for ideas. That's why I came up with the Hot Wheel one. But I've tried lighting a match. I can hit the match, but I can't light the match, which is near impossible these days because they changed the formula on it. What else have I done? I broke golf tees. I like to shoot Nerf darts. I've thrown a can up in the air and hit it. I'm not real good at it. Sometimes it takes me a few tries, but I've done a few trick shots. But where I live, I can't throw a can in the air because there's neighbors everywhere. I need to be out in the woods for that. Yes, I'd love to do a trick shot Tuesday or something. Greetings from New Jersey. They're your favorite? I may have to try some. I know they've been highly recommended. You get them off Amazon? The Gin Poos, I may have to give them a try. Hopefully they have like a 0.45 or a 0.5. Haven't made a natty frame. What I'm doing, I'm going to use my steel chainsaw. That'll be fun. I'll be kind of crude at first, though. My mulberry slingshot. Jordan Smothers. Yeah, shoot me if you're on Facebook, Andrew. I can't remember if we're friends on Facebook or not, but shoot me a friend request and send it to me in a message. I'd love to see it. What would you recommend on Amazon? All right, if you're talking slingshots, what I would recommend, there's all kind of prices and quality on Amazon. If you get the real cheap, crappy ones, as a rule, they may be okay unless you put bigger bands on them, and they may break, and if they break, they're going to hit you in the face. They're made out of zinc, and zinc is not real strong. What I would stick with on the Amazon page, one, Simpleshot does sell a few of their slingshots on Amazon, so you can get a few, very limited. They don't put their entire inventory there, probably because Amazon takes too much of the money. But there are a few on Amazon. I would start with the Simpleshot if you can find them. Otherwise, GZK is on Amazon. They're a reputable brand. I think Y-Shot X sells on Amazon. I may be wrong on that. Feel free to pipe in other folks for real name brands that are not just on Amazon but elsewhere as well. Those are the ones you want to go with. Generally in that $25 to $50 US and up on Amazon, you're going to be getting a decent quality slingshot. And then it's all about what you like and what you want to look at. You ever use a snappers as ammo? Oh, you're talking about those little things you throw on the ground? No, I think you squeeze them because you have to squeeze. And I think you have to pop them. But I did get some snappers last year after 4th of July, and I tried to shoot them, but the noise of hitting them was so loud you couldn't hear them snap. So they make some poppers that fireworks stand. They're like adult versions of those. They're like little tubes, and when you shoot them, they're like firecrackers. And so when the fireworks stand goes up here in a couple weeks, I'm going to try and stop and get me a couple. Just because it'd be fun. I don't know if I'll be able to use them here in town because the neighbors might get upset. But it'd be fun to take to that boys camp I'm going to, or for when I'm out in the country at friends' houses shooting and stuff. I think that'd be kind of fun. I know Josh Hicks has shot a lot of them. Got them from Precise, $12. Cool, I'll have to look that up, man. Jinpu is one of those brands I've been curious about ever since I saw Slingshot Sniper talk about it. I've tried Precise. I don't think I want to go back to them. I kind of like to pick up a couple of different types, maybe from Omega. I'm one of those people, though. It's like, I find something that works. Don't play with success. If I'm accurate, why change slingshots? If everything's working, If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But if I can find a band of elastic that is more comfortable, I'm not after sheer speed, I'm after ease of use. Thanks, Andrew. I'd love to see it. What are you using right now? I am using the tritium purple. On here, my long draw slingshot has the tritium rose, they call it. I call it pink. Rose is more bougie. They're both 0.45. I actually did a video on my channel about the bands. I got exactly the same tapers, exactly the same links on the exact same slingshots. So I had two identical slingshots. And I put them through the test. And the feet per second on the band was near identical. Off by like 1 or 2 or 3 feet per second, which is tiny. There was around 215-ish feet per second. But I noticed something the first round that I was doing it. The purple ones seemed, if I held them for a little bit, the purple ones seemed to hold their speed. So I did another round of testing where I pulled back, counted to 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I let go to see if one held up better. And the purple held its speed better by 5 or 6 feet per second, I think, which is enough to make a difference. So I'm speculating that the purple will hold up better in the wintertime. I did have somebody tell me that the pinks just fall apart when it gets cold. They don't fall apart. Speed just goes away because the cold keeps the elastic from retracting. And the pink ones really drop fast in the cold. Jinpu's not light because it breaks easy. Well, I will go through a set of bands in one of these lives. I'm used to breaking. I'll have to give it a try, though. He said they're pretty cheap. I like the pirate spyglasses on telescopes. All right, I think I'm caught up with comments. Sweet. I can shoot a little bit. Let's see if I can hit that frog. Boom, first hit. Spun his butt around. I'm going to zoom in just a tiny little bit here. I'm not explaining something. There we go. Make sure that's focused. We have been on an hour 30, hour 28. Anybody else got a request for a shot? Just blew up that frog a minute ago. Let's see if I can hit what's left of that port can. Yep, I hit her. Hit the 70. Let's hit the 60 now. All right, let's smack the 50. Got it. Now, real test. Can we run the table? Hit the 40. Oh, I hit the 50 again. Bought my first sling because of you. Yeah, I spent somebody's money. I'm good at spending people's money. What did you get? Manual? What did you get? I'm just curious. Get 1/2-inch clay ammo and use it as a target. Yeah, they got some at Walmart. I'll have to get some. That's a good idea. If it's the clay, it'll shatter when you hit it. I've tried hitting chalk too because I saw them doing it at the tournament. It goes, and mine just goes and breaks in half. So I was going to do chalk on my slow-mo part portions, but it's just not very dramatic. Hit the tiniest target in the catch box. Okay, Uncle Larry's here. How's it going, man? Uncle Larry. I think the tiniest target I have is a 40 millimeter. So what I'm going to do, I don't know if you can see it, there's an orange golf ball on the bottom row next to the pheasant head. And it's about 40 millimeter. And I believe it's got a couple of pieces of ammo inside. So let's see if I can hit it with the Torque-X. Not my best slingshot, but it's a decent backup. Oh, there's a squirrel splooting on the driveway. All right, here we go. This is for Uncle Larry. I got the 40 next to it. Let's zoom in so Larry can see it when I hit it. This is for you, Uncle Larry. We're going to hit it. Got it. 2 shots, buddy. 2 shots. That's what I'm talking about. If you shoot clay at a high speed, it doesn't say. Yeah, if you get it going too fast because it's very porous, it's going to catch the air and it's going to do weird things. Ever use paint or pepper balls as ammo? No, I haven't. I've had a lot of people ask about it. My thinking is I don't do paintball, but I know they're squishy. I'm worried that when I'm pinching it, it's going to pop in my pouch. But shooting a paintball would be fun. And I know kids that have paintball. You have to give me some paintballs. Those might be good slingshot slow-mo candidates. Thanks for the idea. The pepper ones, there ain't no way I'm trying that. If that thing explodes in my hand and doesn't come out of my hand, that ain't going to be good. My grandma got me into that. Paintball or slingshots? A genie lamp collection. Well, that's very odd. That's what your grandma got you into. You ever got a genie out? All right, Emmanuel. You said you got your first slingshot because of me. What'd you get? I want to know. I'm dying here. Oh, I love it, Thrillbilly. I use clay, and that's my excuse when I miss is because it's clay. I love it. You're my kind of guy, buddy. There we go. We got the 50. Anybody else got a target for me to hit? Recommendation? For those of you that just came in, I got Track Attack's YouTube channel pinned on the bottom there. Make sure if you haven't followed him, give him a follow. He does really cool stuff. He's evidently he's got a working relationship with Slingshot Sniper dude over in Turkey or Germany or wherever he's from, and he's got a lot of those slingshots custom made for him, and they're absolute works of art. But yeah, give Track Attack a follow. I know he does a lot of shorts and reels and stuff, but check his channel out. He's a really good shot too. Got that 50, about to break it. He's from Germany. Yeah, I couldn't remember if he was German but lived in Turkey, or if he was Turkish that lives in Germany. I know he doesn't speak much English, and he hardly ever talks in his videos. I remember when I first found him, I watched his video where he put a cigarette lighter in front of a book of matches and stood him up so you don't have like that much room. And he walked off way back down his driveway and just pulled back, long drawn, poof, knocked the cigarette lighter over without knocking the box of matches over. I was like, dude, this guy's sick. That's a good excuse. I don't have an excuse, dude. Boys, I shoot steel. I shoot steel. Ooh, that's a 60. Man, I wish I hadn't busted my one band. That Slingshot shoots so much better than this. I do pretty good with the Torque X, but because it's a pinch grip, my fingers can barely pinch it, barely get it wrapped around it, so it's not a very comfortable grip. I had put paracord wrap on it to make it softer, but then it just made it bigger. So I finally took that stuff off. There we go. 50. All right, let's see if we can smack that frog again right there. He's not much bigger than 40 millimeter. He's mooning me right now, so I need to pop him in the butt. Did it? Popped him in the butt. All right, we're sitting on an hour 35. I think we're going to start winding down here in a bit, folks. It's been a fun time tonight. It really has. My troublesome leg has started bugging me, but it didn't get worse, so that's good. I did some good shooting, sort of good shooting. I was able to bust a can up with the long draw. That always makes me happy. Doesn't fit my grip style. Yeah, I'm kind of there with you, Thrillbilly. Dennis the Menace, all grown up with a good slingshot. Bet Dennis the Menace couldn't hit what I'm doing. He probably just shot Mr. Wilson's windows out. Hey, Mr. Wilson. I have to be very methodical with this one for the aim. It's different. That poor pheasant. I'm going to order some more than pheasant targets. They work good. 3, including the Pro. The Pro looks cool. Just the way I grip it, it's just really wide on my hand. That's why I'm not a fan of it. Can't wait to get my Axiom in. I got a regular Axiom and a G10 version coming, so I'll have a backup. And the Axiom X was my baby. And I used the thumb brace grip. And when I went to my LT2 from the Torque X, I started hitting my frame and sending everything crazy. Because I think the frame was thicker on here. And using that thumb grip was sending it flying because it was turned like that. And so that's why I shoot the LT2 now with a full pinch grip, because it puts the thing right back where it belongs, perpendicular to the ground. But I ordered the Axiom. I've got the Axioms coming, thinking that there's the thin and they're made for the pinch, for the thumb brace grip, like the Axiom X. So my thinking is they're going to shoot as good as that old red one, and it'll never vary on me and never get out of adjustment. Track Attack, what's your favorite Simpleshot? You said you got a bunch. What's your favorite Simpleshot? Mine was the Axiom X. Right now it's the LT2 because that's all I got. I had an Axiom Ocularis, hated it. I could never get the bands to stay in. Sold it to a friend for 20 bucks. Scout X. A lot of people love the Scout X. It's a 100 millimeter frame. It's for guys with big hands, and you're a little bit bigger than me, Track Attack. It's probably why you like it. I got little hands. That's why I like the LT2. They're pretty much the same Slingshot scaled down. I think I'm going to be an Axiom guy. Nothing wrong with those. Boom. Doing pretty good with this slingshot. Was that a real squirrel? Yes, that was a real squirrel. In my yard, well, one, you can't hunt with a slingshot where I live in Wisconsin. Two, I don't like wild game, so I wouldn't eat them anyway. Three, we have squirrels everywhere because my wife feeds them. They're like her little pets. And she's got them trained and everything. About an hour after the sun comes up, they're sitting on the driveway staring at the back door, waiting for one of us to come out and give them something to eat. We've even heard them scratching on the back door a couple of times. Every now and then they'll come and take a peanut right out of your hand. It's really cool. So yeah, they're all over, and they're not fazed at all by me shooting. They'll walk and they'll stand right in the middle of the lane there, and I'll shoot and I'll hit a can or something or a water bottle, and they'll just stand there. And they're smart, but they're dumb. The Hawkeye, oh, that's the one from Slingshot Sniper. The squirrels are paid actors. Yeah, I know he has the two. He has the Hawkeye and the Turan. If I were to get one, I'd want the Hawkeye. The Turan, the only thing that's kind of weird to me about the Turan track attack, and you can tell me if I'm smoking weed or something, it's the way the bands go in. They've got the circle to kind of slide in like a tube. And to me, it seems like it would be hard to get them lined up and straight to see down the band for aiming. But that's just my observation. But I used to love that Hawkeye that he made because that thing was beautiful. If I was to get one, it'd definitely be the Hawkeye. They're what, $350, $400? For people that aren't like sponsored shooters. Where'd you get my boonie cap? Well, they don't make these. And I've had skin cancer 3 times in my head. And I don't really want to get it anymore. So I went to Walmart and bought the hat. It's like 15 bucks. It's got a thing flap that pops out in the back to protect your neck. And then I went up to my pastor, who's our Royal Ranger commander. And I said, can I have a patch? He handed me a patch. And I got red thread out and sewed it on. And I did a terrible job of sewing it on. But it's on. And it stays. So I wear it. But yeah, they don't make a hat like this in their official gear. So they don't care if you take a patch and make it your own. Boom, the baseball cap I have for Royal Rangers, that's their official embroidered hat. Also an FCF. Oh, FCFer. Oh, man. Our commander, which is our pastor, and his son are like hardcore FCF. They're like, they've done all the advancements in it. Our pastor's son was the national scout to the National Camporama. He was the national FCF scout a couple years ago before he aged out. They are totally into it. They got so many tents. They would rather be FCF camping than regular camping. I think it's really cool, but it's another hobby and another money drain on the wallet. So I just stay with the regular stuff. I totally think it's cool, though. I'm just not into it. Not a lane I want to go down, but FCF is really cool. I want to try the Axiom. Yes, I've got a couple on the way. I'll let you know how I like them. All I know is that at Midwest Spring Sling, everybody was talking about the Axiom was dead on, and the slant roller was another popular machine that everybody was talking about. So those two are on my list to get. If I'm going to get an Axiom, I've got to have a G10. So, so in Arizona, we how you like the slant roller track attack? We're in Wisconsin, and we got a pretty vibrant district going here. We have our boys camp later this month. We will probably have 200 to 250 boys. I think we've got 9 or 10 kids going from our group. Boom. We got 1 kid that's got the GMA. We got 2 more on track. And a couple that have gone through Junior Leadership Academy. Got their sabers. All of this. You sound Canadian. Actually, if you listen to me long enough, I probably sound like I'm from the South because I grew up in Texas. But you're not offending me. And the reason I may sound that way is because I'm in Wisconsin. And we kind of are close to Canada, so that Canadian, don't you know, is kind of common around here. So I may have picked up a slight bit of the extreme up north woods accent. But no, you're no disrespect. All right, folks, I'm almost out of ammo, which is good. I managed to keep my safety glasses and I could shoot the whole night, so that's good. Anyway, I think it's time to be bugging out. We've been on for 1 hour and 50 minutes, 45 minutes. That's plenty of time. I appreciate everybody. Track Attack, thanks for hanging out, buddy. Appreciate it. Let's see if we can get a live together going sometime. Wisconsin, don't you know? Oh, yeah. Don't you know? Don't you know? We got our beer, we got our cheese, and don't you know? Yeah, that's Wisconsin. Anyway, Track Attack, thanks. Let me see what's going on Saturday. If I can tell you it's going to be in the afternoon, evening. Because if I do anything, it's going to be in the morning. So the afternoon, evenings usually when I get to shoot. Anyway, having said that, again, if you're new to this and you want to get a Slingshot, go check the description out. Check out the Simpleshot link. If you buy something from Simpleshot, they've got everything from $20 slingshots to $120 slingshots. You don't need the expensive ones to start. The cheap ones shoot as good as the expensive ones. Get your Slingshot from there. When you do, it helps me out a little bit. And if you want to learn to shoot, check in the description. Slingshot Basics course that I created will get you started within a couple of weeks. If you practice a few shots a day, you'll be hitting cans. Boom. That'll get you started and having a good time. So check those out. And if you want to send me a friend request on Facebook, my Facebook profile link is on there as well, down in the description. Thanks for all the likes, folks. Thanks for all the support, the questions. I had a good time tonight. It was nice hanging out with you, Track Attack. Let's be regular at that. And everybody go subscribe to his channel if you haven't already. He's a good dude, dead-eye, good shot, fun. He does fun stuff. So anyway, I'm going to buzz out. Going to hit the kill switch and go clean up my ammo and go in and have a refreshing freezer pop and sit down for a minute and then go to bed. Got to go to work tomorrow. You know, the old grind. I ain't retired yet. So we'll talk to you guys later. Thanks, everyone. God bless, and we will talk to you next time.